Hello, everybody. This is Ellie's time. Um, I made a longer video. It was like a half an hour, and then I'm like, well, I don't think my phone will upload a video that's a half hour. I can only do 15 minutes, so I will try to break this down to a 15-minute video. Um, it has been a very long time since I have uploaded a video. Um, I just didn't keep up. I didn't really have a lot of subscribers. I didn't have a lot of people watching. And so I was like, I don't really, I just didn't feel like making videos, I guess. Um, I had my surgery on April 21st, 2015. So it has been 1 year and 1 day because it is the 22nd, 2016. Um, my highest weight was 352. Um, I lost 42 pounds over um, a year, and then I had surgery in. Then I had surgery, but I had lost the 42 pounds before surgery. So I've lost 121 pounds since surgery. So in 1 year, I've lost 121 pounds. That's pretty good, I guess, when you think about it. Um, I have been kind of dealing with my loose skin issues. Um, that's probably been one of the harder things for me. Although, like, I was expecting it, I guess. I really didn't think my arms would be that bad. I guess I was kind of maybe in denial about how big I was, um, because I had lost weight before and I didn't have a lot of issues with my skin. And so um, I just thought, okay, it'll go back. Other than my stomach, like I knew my stomach would be horrible, but I thought, oh sure, my arms will be fine. Like they may be a little bit loose, but no, they're pretty bad. Like pretty bad. Maybe I'll do a skin video, but I don't know if I want to or not. I don't know, maybe. Um, so that's just something that I'm like dealing with right now. Is just the loose skin. Of course, I know I've come a long way and it's been a huge, huge blessing. Highly recommend the surgery. Um, it is the best decision I've made for myself. I that I can think of anyway. I don't think I could have done it without on my own. I actually was talking to my surgeon because I had to have gallbladder surgery, and so I had to have my gallbladder removed. End up in ER with chest pains. Um, he It ended up being really bad. I had multiple things wrong with it, and it was just in really bad shape. So it was a good thing I got it out when I did. Um, it is very common to have your gallbladder removed when you lose a significant amount of weight. Excuse me, because I have allergies and my nose is itching like crazy. Um, anyway, so I was talking to my surgeon, and he was like, well, how many people do you know that have lost 100 pounds plus and been able to keep it off without surgery? None. None. I know people that have lost 20 or 30 pounds and kept it off. I know people that maybe have lost maybe 50 pounds and kept it off. I don't know anybody who has lost over 100 pounds and kept it off, personally. Um, I have seen stories like in magazines and stuff like that of people that have lost over 100 pounds. It's fantastic. If there are people that have done it, I think it's great. I think um, it's I mean amazing if you can do that. But there's actually nothing wrong with having surgery as well. There's been studies on the gastric sleeve surgery to show that it actually increases your metabolism. It's a lot more complex than that. Maybe I'll go and do a video sometime on that and explain it better. But I have to keep this video kind of short, so I'm not going to really get into it. But there were studies that were done, and it basically improves your metabolism to where your body processes the food faster. That's the easiest way to explain it. Um, And, my surgeon said something to me, and it kind of, it made me think because he said, it's metabolic. When he was talking about people losing weight, he said, it's metabolic. It's not willpower. It's not all that. He said, it's metabolic. And I thought for a minute, and I thought, I agree with that to an extent. For the most part, I think it is a lot metabolic because there's a lot of people, those skinny people, and they can eat and eat and eat and eat. And it's like, seriously? Um, but, there's other people like me, I can't eat and eat and eat. If I do, then I'm going to blow up like a balloon. Um, it's just, that's the way it is. But yes, I do still believe you have to have willpower. I still believe um, there is some of that in this because I know there's people that gain weight back, and I think it's there are people with serious food addictions that literally just really turn to food for comfort, and they struggle. But there's a lot to it, and I think it's just sometimes just choices and not working out and stuff like that is part of it. But yeah, is there some people that can not eat or eat all day long and never exercise and never gain weight? Yeah, I mean, there are people like that. I know people like that. Um, but anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Keep it short. Keep it short. The gallbladder. I don't know if I talked too much about that, but or not. But just watch for that. Like it is highly. It's something that people happens a lot when people lose weight. So it's very normal to have your gallbladder removed, especially if you're a female. Um, Mine was really bad. I had stones, all kinds of stuff. So I actually went to the ER with chest pains, and that's how they figured it out. So if you have the surgery and you end up with chest pains, it could be your gallbladder. I actually had a little bit of issues. So before that, so I had to be off work a couple of times, and so I believe it was all linked to the gallbladder. But really, all in all, I haven't had hardly any issues with the surgery. Yes, I was not able to eat a lot at first. I didn't want to eat that much. It didn't bother me. Um, Now I enjoy food more than I did, which can not necessarily always be a good thing. But um, I actually have a um, craving more now for sugary stuff than I did before, which is weird. I don't get dumping syndrome. I don't have any issues with that. Um, so, I can eat sugar just fine. I have no problems. Now, I don't eat sugar all the time. I don't indulge a lot in sugar. Um, I try to eat like if I do want something sugary, like I'll have like one cookie or maybe two, and I just don't go crazy, because you can. I mean, you can go crazy if you want to, but you know what's gonna happen, so you just don't do that. Um, I have a huge craving. I don't know if I'm allowed to put this on YouTube or not. I guess I don't know for Skittles. Like I love Skittles now. I'm like, oh, give me some Skittles. I want some Skittles. But I mean, I don't eat them every day or anything like that. But it's just I crave those more than other things, which is strange. But um, I never hardly ate candy or chocolate bars or anything like that before. Like I still don't really like once in a while like a chocolate bar or something. But I just don't like a lot of like heavy sweets, I guess. But like not an excessive amount. But like Skittles, for some reason, I'm like, oh yeah, Skittles are good. Just give me a couple of those. Are good. But anyway, protein shakes. I will touch on those real quick. I don't like protein shakes very well. I didn't do well with them, which is part of the reason why my hair probably fell out like crazy. My hair is so much thinner than it used to be. Um, I have some product in it right now, and I've got it to where it's curly, so it actually looks a little bit thicker. But my hair was really long and thick before I had surgery. I mean, even thicker, like a year or two before that, because my thyroid, I had issues with my thyroid, which also makes your hair fall out. But I still feel like my hair's falling out, which is frustrating because I'm like, I'm not even like, haven't been losing that much weight lately. So I'm like, oh, seriously, like I feel like I'm eating enough, you know? Anyway, the protein shakes, I drink when I do drink protein shakes, which I don't drink them as much as I used to, um, I drink the Carnation Instant Breakfast. A lady I work with, she suggested those to me because that's what she used. She has gorgeous, long, thick hair, and she said she never lost her hair. I was like, ugh. But she did those Carnation Instant Breakfast. They do have like 12 grams of sugar, but I mean, if you think about it, I think a glass of milk has, is it 8 or 12? So you're not that much more than a glass of milk. So when people are like, oh no, it's too much sugar, I'm like, really, it's not that much more sugar than a glass of milk. So no, it's not. Um, you can also, I suggest the Atkins shakes. Both of them, if you get the high protein in the Carnation Instant Breakfast, and the Atkins shakes obviously wouldn't have sugar in them because they're for low carb. They are made with, I think, the stevia, or not, no, not stevia, Splenda. So I don't really suggest using Splenda that much, or definitely not aspartame. But if that's the only way you can get your protein in, like I would definitely suggest the Atkins shakes, uh, or the Carnation Instant Breakfast. Unfortunately, the ones that I tried with stevia, which I recommend highly over any other sugar substitutes, I guess you would say, because it's actually natural, stevia is, the protein was just not good. It was not good. Those are the only two that I can think of right now. I don't think there was any others that I really could like sit and drink like a drink and be like, oh, this is actually somewhat enjoyable. Like the others, I'm like, bleh, like I can only drink like just a little bit and then I've got to be done with it. My 15 minutes is almost already up. So I'm trying to talk fast. Highly recommend the surgery. If I get more subscribers and more people watching and interested in just interacting with me, I'll try to, you know, update more and just maybe give more of my experiences and things like that on here. But I just wanted to do a 1 year update because I feel like there's people out there that want to do this or think maybe they should do it, and they may do what I did, which was get on and watch YouTube videos. And that was how I really inspired me, I guess you'd say, to actually go through with getting the surgery. I chose the sleeve surgery, gastric sleeve surgery, over gastric bypass. I know many people that have had gastric bypass. I'm not saying I'm against gastric bypass, but for me, I wouldn't have gotten it. I know too many people that have had complications from it. I've seen too many situations where people have had problems. I actually know someone who had surgery. I wanted her to get the gastric sleeve, and she got gastric bypass, and she has had horrible results. I mean, she's lost weight, which is good, and I'm hoping things will get better for her. But she's had a lot of complications from the surgery, and she said, shortly after she had the surgery, she said it was the worst thing she ever did. And I just hate that because for me, it's like this is the best thing I've ever did. You know, she wasn't able to hold food down, yada yada. So anyway, for me, it was the best decision. I'm running out of time. But anyway, if you guys have any questions and if you want to interact with me at all, or just you want to have surgery or you're thinking about it, if you want to have a conversation about it or just whatever, just let me know. If you want more updates, let me know. Peace. Have a great day. God bless.